Hey you, and welcome to my tube. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Valley City, the city of bridges, the hometown of locally famous Pizza Corner. And later on, we'll be checking out the trails at Fort Ransom State Park.
Get out TV.
The nickname City of Bridges is well deserved as it boasts 8 historic bridges over the Cheyenne River, plus several more modern ones. The jewel of the town, however, is the High Line Bridge. Upon completion in 1908, it was the longest bridge in the world for its height. During World War I and II, it was closely guarded by the Army, as it was deemed vital in shipping materials from coast to coast. Valley City also holds sacred value to the Native Americans because of the ancient burial grounds found here. This is a restored Indian sundial and solar map. Another interesting thing about the city is that the North Country National Scenic Trail runs through here. It stretches from New York State all the way to central North Dakota. Sadly, bikes are not allowed on this beautiful trail. Valley City is also a part of the Cheyenne Valley National Scenic Byway, as is the Fort Ransom State Park. Let's head over there now. So here we are at Fort Ransom State Park. The cost to get in the gate is $7. It looks like a gorgeous park. There's a lot of people here, gorgeous campgrounds. It's got a nice river that meanders through the campground. They got volleyball courts, places for RVs to park. They got tents. It's a nice park. Today is a little gross, rainy out, kind of dark skies, so the trail is obviously going to be wet. The park ranger at the gate told me that a week ago, they had an inch of rain, so he wasn't sure how the trails would be. So I really hope the trails are not going to be gross and muddy and nasty, but we'll go find out. So let's go hit the trail. So my overall review of Fort Ransom State Park, I didn't get a chance to check out all the trails, just one because of the weather. But the trail I was on was very nice. It had quite a climb at the beginning, and then the end had a beautiful downhill, which I couldn't even enjoy because of the rain. Unfortunately, it just made the trail too muddy and slippery. Whenever I went to use my brakes, I would just slide all over the place. Once I have more time, I'm definitely going to go back there and check it out again. But what I'd really like to talk about is the encounter I had with the horses. If you were paying attention, you noticed that I pulled over for the first horse, and then I noticed the second one coming up the trail, so I stopped again. The third horse was a little skittish, so I pulled off to the trail even further. And on second thought, I should have taken off my helmet. I'm sure the horse probably was freaked out because of the helmet that I was wearing. Probably wasn't used to seeing that. So I was following the rider's instructions. She told me to talk softly to the horse. So as I was talking to the horse, it calmed down a little bit enough to walk by. Unfortunately, the fourth horse was so freaked out that it just ran off the trail and up the hill. Thankfully, the rider had enough wherewithal to hang on for the ride. The trail would have been even better had the horses not defecated all over it. It was not fun trying to steer around the piles, and I just wish that those horse riders and any other people who are watching this video would please use a horse diaper when you guys are on multi-use trails. It's just common courtesy, even for hikers. Nobody likes to walk around horse poop while they're out trying to enjoy nature. So please be respectful of other people using the trails. You're not the only ones out there. Thank you. Here today with Hunter, and we're in his workshop. He is a local bike mechanic in North Fargo. Hunter, if anybody comes into town, how would they be able to get a hold of you or drop their bike off? What's your address?
Yes, so my address is 1302 5th Street North, 58102. Or you can get a hold of me on Facebook or Instagram under Nichols Bike Shop, and that is nickel spelled like a coin.
Okay, great. Now, just so everybody knows, what is your experience in bike mechanics?
Yes, so when I was really young, me and my neighbor grabbed bikes on Junk Week. We pulled together like 5 bikes, made one good one, and that's kind of where that's where it all started. I worked at Shields in the bike shop for a year and a half, and then I transferred over to Great Northern Bike Company in North Fargo downtown, and I worked there for 2 years, and I left there and started my own.
Okay, great. Now, do you work with just mountain bikes, or do you do road bikes? I mean, what do you have a specialty, or you just do everything?
Pretty much everything. My favorite is taking an old bike and making it new again. Old Schwinn's are my favorite. I have 3 of them myself that I fixed up, and the oldest one is a 1965 Schwinn Collegiate, and I love the old ones, but I also love the new ones because they're a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Now, with all the new upgrades that bikes are getting with the like hydraulic brakes and all that sort of thing, are you up to date on all that?
Yes, I am. So hydraulic brakes, electronic shifting, all of it, you name it, you can bring it here.
Great. Now, I haven't done a review on my bike yet, but Nick here, or Hunter here, actually fixed my bike, and it runs great. He did a fantastic job. He actually upgraded it quite a bit. He changed out my derailleurs. I had him completely change my brake system. Cables are all new. He did a great job on it, and the price was really fair. So definitely, if you guys are in town, anything wrong with your bike, or you just need an upgrade and you want it for a decent price, this is the place to do it, especially because North Dakota is super cheap in general anyways. So if you come into town, definitely check out my friend Hunter here. So thank you, Hunter. I appreciate the interview.
Yeah, no problem.